Good morning, children. Today's subject is science. Today we are going to see the lesson number 2, the living world. In last period we have seen some characteristics of living things, that is growth and respiration. Okay, I think everyone have understood these two characteristics of living things. Now today we have to see the next part of the characteristics, that is excretion. So let's see the excretion as a characteristics of living thing. Okay, as animals are eating food for growth and development. Okay, but as animals are eating food, inside their body they have one process, that is digestion. Not only animals, in all human beings also have that process, that is digestion, to digest the food. But is it whatever maybe we consume the food, it is all utilized by the body? Yes. Is it all absorbed in our body? No. Then there is some formation of waste material also. So what will happen about that waste material? That only we have to see today. See, inside the body there is a process of digestion. So, the unused or unwanted waste materials are stored in a body, that is called the excreta, and it can thrown out from our body, and that process is called the excretion. Okay, that process is called the excretion. That is called the excretion. Means what? The unwanted waste material from our body, it can be thrown outside. Okay, that process is called the excretion. Understood? As daily we also eating food. Okay, is all food we eat used by the body? What is the unused part of the food converted into? Yes, every day we are eating, but is it all are used by the body? Is it all the things are absorbed in a body? No. Then what happen with unused part of the food, which cannot digested properly, which is not absorbed in a body? So what happen with that food? Yes. So, the waste substance are formed during the many processes that take place in the bodies of animal. These are called the excreta. That waste substance are called the excreta, and the process of eliminating them from the body is called the excretion. That process name is called the excretion. Animals have specific organs for excretion. Animals have one specific organs, okay, for the excretion. So that is the characteristics of living things. Now these happen in animals. Now is it excretion occur in plants also? Yes. Is it that occur in plants also? Yes, plants also living thing. Okay, and excretion is a characteristics of living thing. Then is it happen in a plants? So see what happen, is it excretion is there in plants or not? As plants are living thing, the process of passing out the waste substance from the body, this also happen in a plants also. Means excretion occur in plants also. But in which form? Plants excrete waste substance in the form of vapor. See, the leaves thrown out the waste substance in the form of vapors, gums and resin. In the picture they shown on the bark, tree bark, they are having one sticky substance are coming out, that is called the gums. Okay, and from the leaves vapors are coming out, that is the waste substance of the plants. So excretion occur in plants also. Okay. Now another way is there for the excretion in plants. Some plants shed leaves in a specific season. So waste substance are stored in the form of in that leaves. Now mostly in summer season, okay, the leaves become yellowish color, okay, and brownish color. When it brown, it will fall easily. okay, immediately. So how they convert that yellowish color, why it convert into yellowish color? Because the waste materials, whatever maybe the waste materials are formed in that plant body, it is stored in that leaves, okay. And so after some time, after some period, the plant shed the leaves, so that is also excretion in plants, okay. See in the picture what they ask. What is the sticky substance seen on the stem of the babul or drumstick tree? So this is the example of the babul tree or drumstick tree. So from that bark, one sticky substance is coming out. So that is the excretion of a plant. So that is called the gum. Okay, that is called the gum. So it is a sticky substance. So that is the excretion process. So means what? In not only in animals, in plants also there is a excretion process which is a characteristics of living thing. Understood everyone? So now let's see the next characteristics of living thing. See, observe and discuss. Have you experienced this? What happened immediately after the following actions? Yes, what is the action given? Light flashed suddenly into your eyes. Okay. Next one. See, suddenly you felt a pin prick. Means pin is pricking to your finger. Okay. Then in this picture, okay, on the street, their lamps are there. So some insects gather around the lamps. At sunset, lamps on the street are lit and the insects are gathered around the lamp. So here they given some actions. So what happened immediately after these following actions? Yes. Now see, here is one plant that is called the mimosa plant. As we touch that plant, okay, their leaflets get closed immediately. Now why this happen? Yes, is it anyone know? Now here one boy is there. Okay, he is touching to the hot pot. See here what will happen. As he is touching to the hot pot, and immediately he will remove their hands. Okay, here one action is there. See how their reaction. Yes. So for these all actions, there is one characteristics of living thing. That characteristics is called the responsiveness to stimuli. Okay. Stimuli means what? It is a plural form of word stimulus. Okay. Stimulus means what? Any action, any event or person. Okay. And because of that event or because of that action, as we are giving some response, that is called the responsiveness to stimuli. Now just now before we have seen one example, that boy touching to the hot pot and immediately removing the hand backside. So what happened? As he is touching to the hand, so that is the stimuli, means that is the action, and he is removing the hand backside, so that is the response. Okay, so that is the response for that action, so that is called the responsiveness to stimuli. Okay, so these happen in plants also and in animal also. In mimosa plant just now we have seen, as we touch to that plant, it closes their leaflets, so that is the characteristics of living thing. Understood everyone? So this is also one characteristics of living thing. Now next one, see about the movement. See in the given picture how the movement is there. Movement is also one characteristics of living thing. Okay, in plants also see the movement. Okay, see their movement, closing and opening and growing of the plant toward the sunlight. So why the movement are there in animals? Animals move in search of food, shelter, water and many other purposes. Sometimes to protect themselves, to protect from enemy, they can move from one place to another. So that is also one important characteristics of living thing. Understood? Now in plants also, plants cannot move from one place to another, but there is a movement. Okay, see how In plant there is a movement, opening and closing of the leaves as the roots are growing towards the ground, okay, and stem are growing upside. So that is also movement in plants. It cannot move from one place to another, but it move on the same place. That is the movement in plants. Again, blossoming of the flower is there, okay, so that is also the movement in plants. So see how the movements in plants are occur. See, blossoming of the flowers. So that is the movement in plants. Understood? So here we have seen the two characteristics of living thing again, that is the excretion and responsiveness to stimuli movements. Okay. So now again there are different characteristics of living things are also there. So that we can see in a next part. Understood?